Hello there, my name is Bruno. I'm making this tutorial to how to export the model and textures from high to low poly to Cryengine. I downloaded this Turbo Squid free module that is a soccer ball, okay, and you can see that he's kind of high poly. He has 10,000 polys almost. And the first thing we're gonna do here is create a sphere, a low poly sphere. Let's centralize it to the center of the world. The same thing with the high poly model. Now let's adjust the size of the low poly. Here it's okay. Okay, now the next step, we're gonna build the materials. You already seen the black and white one, it's from the high poly, but let's create a new one. It will be a standard, and we're gonna name it soccer ball. It has to be the same name from the model, okay? You are notice that my voice is different from the videos because the original tutorial it's in Portuguese. But okay, now select Cry shader, okay, and physicalize default. And that should be done for now. Okay, so next step, select the low poly and let's apply unwrap UVW. Okay, modifier. Open the UVs, select all with Ctrl A, and flatten map. This will generate a flattened map from the faces coordinates. Okay. Now next step is to before the next step, convert it to poly again and then apply a new modifier that is projection. Okay, we're gonna set up a little configuration on this modifier, but first press 0 on your keyboard or go to rendering and render to texture. On render to texture, the first output, we're gonna select the place where we're gonna save those maps. On this case, I'm gonna save directly on Cryengine folder, Cryengine game folder. That will be game SDK, objects. I will create soccer ball folder. Press OK. It's very important to all the names of the material, model, folders and stuff be the same one. Okay, next we're gonna enable projection. Okay, press enable, certify that is projection and select pick. We will select now the high poly model. In my case is EDRA 01. Okay, doing that, you now observe this blue sphere around the high poly. What we're gonna do here, we need to configure the cage. Okay, the high poly model, it's a little bit larger than the low poly, so we need to certify that the cage involves the entire high poly. As you can see, look on the top of the sphere, it's kind of bleeding. If this thing happen, you will have a red fails, red issues on your map. So certify that the cage involves all the high poly. Mapping coordinates. Using existent coordinates channel 1, the same thing for sub-objects on channel 1, 2. Now, next, we're gonna add the maps that we want to render. In our case, it's diffuse map. Select, okay, the normal map now. You can choose to render other maps, but I will not do it now. Now let's put the size. I will render in 2K. Okay. And target map slot. Let's put it before target map, sorry. Let's increase the padding here, so we can kind of have a bleeding of the texture on the UVs. Okay, this is necessary for high maps like 1K, 2K. It is a good option to be increased. If you're gonna do small maps like 512 and 256, you can use padding 5 and padding 2. Okay, next thing, target map slot. Diffuse to diffuse and bump normals to the normal map. I don't actually know if this is necessary, but I do it all the time. Render, and you're gonna get something like this. Don't worry, let's open Photoshop and open our maps so we can see the results. Here it is. Okay, we have the diffuse map, the black areas. You see the white areas and the black, it's black so you can't discern. And the normal map, that should be something like this blue and crazy stuff. This will generate the volume on our model. Next step, save the files as Cryengine plugin installed. Okay, for the normal map you should put this option here in normal low, otherwise you can have some problems when you open it on inside engine. Save as the diffuse map, Cryengine, and for this one will be diffuse low. Okay, that should be fine. Let's close it out and come back to max. Close this down. I'm gonna save this max file, and it's important to save it with the inside the object folder that we create on the game SDK, soccer ball, and give the same name to the model. Okay, so next step, I don't gonna need it, the high poly no more, I will delete it. Okay, so we can see that we are working now with a 500 poly model. That is a very nice number compared to 10,000. So next step, we will create the material. I created that one, but I will make a new one. Remembering Cry Text Shader, physicalize default, unlock this locker, and let's put the bitmap diffuse texture that we saved. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do the same thing for the bump, and I will forget to rename it. Now you can see it's map 0, the name of this material. It's very important to give the same name of the model. I will forget to do this, but you will see that in front what will happen, but I will fix it. So I put it the normal map. I used a bitmap option there, but there is no problem. We can add the maps later on the engine. Okay. So next thing, save the material. Open Cryengine export and create material. It will open the sandbox. You go back to 3D Max and click on again create material and save it on the same folder of the object, soccer ball in my case. And remember, give the same name. Okay, it created the material. And that should be good. Close it down, okay. Now, next step, we will export the model to the engine. So create a dummy, okay. Centralize it and link. Now you're gonna link the ball to the dummy, okay. Yes, and give the model's name to the dummy, soccer ball. Okay, now let's add the dummy to the list, not the model. Add the dummy, and that should be fine. Export nodes. Close. Minimize it, and let's open Sandbox. On Sandbox, now I'm going to open a level, a map that I created just for test. It's a mini studio. And here it's a problem that it happens when you don't save the texture maps on the right folder. Every time you open Cryengine, we will get something like this. So it's very important to save the maps inside the Cryengine object folder. Okay, I will rapidly apply the materials, the right materials. Okay, that should be fine. And next step is I will import the model. You can import like a brush or like a geometry entity if you want to apply animations, flow graph and stuff. I will go on basics first. So objects, you're gonna see the folder that you created, in my case soccer ball. Drag and drop. Okay, there it is. We are without texture because I forgot to rename the right name inside Max, so I will have to apply it manually. Alright, it's there, but in this case it's only diffuse map applied. Okay, we can apply the normal bump to give the volume on the model, otherwise it will be flat like you see now. So in this area is where we apply maps. Okay, so I'm gonna click on bump map, find the bump map we created, and there it is. Now I'm gonna try to move some parameters here to get some specular. I will increase the specular color. I don't have a specular map, but if I had it, it would be better, yet better. I'm sorry for the bad English, guys. So by now we can see that the result is it's very cool already. And I'm gonna show the last thing here, that is shader generation parameters. I don't know. We can try to achieve different results on this area. So if I click the displacement map, you can observe that it kind of gives a different look to the model. Okay. Yes, and that's it. It's basically done. We exported a kind of high poly model to low poly inside Cryengine 3. Thanks for watching. Once again, sorry for my bad English. This is the first time I make a English tutorial, so if you have any questions, just ask. And if you have Twitter, follow me on Twitter. It's Bruno G Brito, Brito. That's it, guys, and have some fun.